So, the hunt was on. 32 teams, one destination. From that point forward, they were all chasing the 72 Dolphins. It's somewhat fitting that the NFL's first perfect season happened to coincide with the rise of Led Zeppelin's hit song, Stairway to Heaven. Throughout 1972, the track had begun to dominate radio stations across the nation, providing a rather serendipitous soundtrack to the Dolphins' ascension into the history books. Stairway to Heaven was indeed an accurate description of the monumental task awaiting the rest of the league. From the start of the season, each win can be seen as another step closer to the promised land. The stairway is treacherous and unforgiving, with just one slip-up erasing all of your progress and sending you back to square one. Every team starts off the year undefeated, but after week one, at least half will be out of contention.
They'll get angry at Arab voters and Muslim voters, and then they'll say, it was your fault, and you made us have Trump. That's it, we're not doing anything for you.
Donald Trump did win South Carolina. Harris got Rhode Island and Connecticut, my home state. She got Massachusetts as well. Again, no surprise. Hey, Elizabeth Warren is still going to be a senator. Not really surprising anyone. Oklahoma went to Trump, as of course it would. He also, and this is not a swing state, but there had been hopes perhaps that some sort of landslide could lead to her winning it. But Trump has won Florida, which is unfortunate after all they went through during the pandemic, that they'd want him in charge once again, but that's what they're deciding to do.
Total, in my opinion, the Florida Democratic Party is the most incompetent party I have ever seen. And they're also
Entirely single-handedly, it worked exactly.
I still think I was completely and totally right on all of this. I think that Fuentes was trying to pivot towards more mainstream politics. I do think you could say they were mask on if you want, but if you're a mask on community and you get a lot of people following you, then those people aren't going to know that you have masks, and they're just going to be a little bit less anti-Semitic, a little bit less racist. Not to say that they weren't anti-Semitic or weren't racist, they clearly were, but I think that movement was going more mask on. But then the Kanye shit nuked it all, because Kanye went way more extreme than Fuentes was ever willing to, which is why when he jumped on the Ye shit, and then he was like, oh, I guess Hitler is great, his whole shit got nuked from orbit, and then that was it. So, but, I mean, I don't know, people disagree with me to this day. But also, by the way, it's okay if you disagree with me here. If you want to disagree with me on this, that's fine. We can have disagreements on like platform. This shit is really complicated. It's really hard to get this perfectly right. And there's like 10 people in the world that are even in my position to do what I do, or even make these calls. The idea there's like some clear path, like all that is fine if you disagree, but the idea that I'm doing something intentionally because I want to platform Nazis or whatever, like it's fucking bullshit. It's retarded.
Exactly as Fuentes intended, yeah, 100%. And then the only reason why they had a falling out is because obviously the neo-Nazi, once his career was revitalized, came after Destiny and tried to deplatform him, which is ironic because Destiny is literally doing that to me right now.
So that's not even true. My issue is that somebody on his streaming platform tried to deplatform a Jewish friend of mine. And that spam reporting people's platforms was a hard stop for me. And I was like, no, we shouldn't do this. And then Fuentes refused to rein it in. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm done trying to